Wow, what an amazing last few days. And now that the dust has finally started to settle, we can go over some of these amazing details. And these are just a few. And it's some of the details that I found most exciting or most interesting to me. And these are just amazing. Okay, so first of all, let's get the most exciting part out of the way. There are, I repeat, there's NPC alien races now in the game. And I've said it before, and I'm saying it again, that is just so exciting to me. I've always said that it would have been so cool to land at a trading station and get out, and you look over and you find an alien race getting out of his ship, and he stretches and looks over and gives you a dirty look. And looks are exactly what they do give you, and I'll get to that later. But these alien NPCs, you can talk to them if you learn their language. You can trade and do missions for them and even fight them. And they are literally thriving on these planets. They occupy buildings around the planets, and some of these buildings you can enter at will, and others you may have to blast your way through. Some of these alien NPCs can be all about war or peace or about gathering data, and some will recognize that you don't just kill anything that moves, and they will literally say, "Hey, I noticed that about you," and may even give you a reward or offer you a mission. A description of one of these NPCs from a playtester at the event said described the Korvax by saying it was a television-headed Korvax scientist. There are these huge monoliths that have an alien language engraved into the stone and are related to different alien races and factions. You can interact with the monolith and may understand some of the text. One playtester said you will have a decision tree. The one he interacted with had 3 choices to pick from: fire your weapon into the sky, drop to your knees, or offer some plutonium, for example. If you choose the right one, you could get a reward. He was given a full regeneration of his thermal protection, which we will get to later, and health. This can actually help you learn the language as well. Now, the thermal protection is a shield that protects you from extreme heat and extreme cold. This shielding can only last for so long, and it will regenerate once you're not subjected to those temperatures, but you can upgrade it so that it can last longer. If it runs out, you will start taking damage, but if you find a building, or this is pretty cool, or even a cave to get out of the cold, it will recharge. I get a lot of questions from subscribers who were really concerned about, some people are going to role play with this game instead of playing around with the NPCs or instead of going to the center. So a lot of them have been asking, can I build a home? Can I role play? Can I stay on the planet? And no, there's not building in the game, but you can carve out your own home, like say in a mountainside. It's possible. As stated by Sean, small changes to the terrain will save locally for you and will always be there when you go back. Now, if another player comes to that same planet and you've carved a hole to park your ship inside the side of a mountain, I don't think they'll see it, because it doesn't save for everybody else, as he says right here.
Like me shooting a hole in it is tiny, like so insignificant. Me shooting a bird is nothing, or a fish or something like that. But it is saved for you.
Yeah.
So if you've done that, you fly away and you come back and you've written your name in the snow or whatever, then that will be there for you. And if you've killed some creatures and those creatures are dead, sad though that is, but it's not shared for everyone. But there are some significant things you can do, and they are shared amongst people. So if you try and destroy a space station or something like that, which is a really difficult thing to do, then that's gone and that's scratched out for everyone, and that's kind of nice.
Another really cool feature that has been announced throughout all this is that there are binoculars in the game. They have multiple zoom levels, and when you spot something while looking through them, you can mark that object or that location, and it's like a waypoint, and it will put it above on your compass. That's pretty cool, guys. And here's a weird but kind of cool one. There are now save points in the game. As one PlayStation Access playtester states, he goes into a factory and finds a save point. He describes it as a beam of light that you step into. He also states that he stole a ship as well by hacking into a terminal and having a ship delivered. And yes, there's these terminals in the game that you can hack. In order to hack them, you have to build a hacking device. And although it does not seem like it in the trailers, a lot of people say, "Oh, those are not Earth-sized planets." Many playtesters have confirmed that the planets are indeed Earth-sized planets. At one point, one of the PlayStation Access playtesters was in a space station, and there's these portholes that you can look through, and you can see the planet that you are on. It's like, you know, like a window, and Sean Murray points out, you see that little speck down there? That's that whole entire area that you were playing around in. And as far as some of these planets being far away, a playtester also said that there was a planet that he was trying to get to, and it gave him a time for how long it would take to get there at his current speed. And that time frame was 4 hours. He said luckily he had upgraded a jump drive, which took the time down to 40 seconds, but it uses fuel. This person playing said he ran out of fuel before he could get to the planet, but was able to mine an asteroid for fuel. And then there's a few small details that I read that I thought were just really amazing in their own little tiny way. In some buildings, you could even spin some chairs, even switch lights on and off. And some NPCs will actually look at you with an odd, amusing look as you are exploring and are in awe, as if they find it funny. So these are some amazing details, a bunch of new info that is just, it turns the No Man's Sky a mystery. Is it a game? Is it just an experience? It turns it into, it solidifies it for a lot of people that this is an actual game. For somebody like me, it didn't need that. It's cool that it's there, but I would have even been content even if it wasn't. But for those looking for a game, there are missions. There's NPCs that you can interact with, and they will give you missions. There's even puzzles in the game that you have to figure out in order to do certain things. And for those of you that don't want to do those things and want to use No Man's Sky as an experience, I'm pretty sure that you don't have to interact with the NPCs. You don't have to take on these missions. But this new information, guys, is really, really exciting, and it's made my hype meter just completely break. I'm completely ready for this game. Let me know in the comment section what you think about these new features below. And as always, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And thumb up the video, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Until next time.